Hi, I'm Anneliese. I work in partnership with Licensed Trade International, buyboozeonline.co.uk, and I'm going to talk to you today about some really special wines. When you think of footballers who've lent their names to wines or who've set up vineyards, you don't normally think of really high quality wines. But with Bodegas Iniesta, it's a totally different story. As you may have guessed already, the wine is associated with Andrés Iniesta, midfielder from Barcelona and Spain. Couldn't get more famous than that. But the wine's actually started ages ago, early 1990s, when Iniesta was just a child. And they've built their vineyards up from then. They grew the grapes, grew the vines in the early 90s, and by 2010 they'd actually made their own cellar. So whilst his name is associated with it, and he's the son of the guy who set this up, Jose Antonio, it's actually a really well designed vineyard. There are a lot of people with great expertise behind the family, but primarily it's still a family-run outfit. They've really pushed the boat out, and they've got some brilliant wines to show for it. We stock full range. I've only brought 2 today to show you, but we do stock full range, 8 wines in total. If you go on the website, there's a whole list of them. The philosophy about their wines is the less you interfere with nature, the better results that you get. So they've tried to look at what the best wines are, for the best grapes for their region, and blend them. And exceptional blends is one of the things that Iniesta wines do really well. They're based just outside Valencia in a place called Albacete, which is a region that produces a lot of rice. So paella is traditionally from Valencia. So you get a lot of wines that are actually really good with that. A lot of their reds are really great with heavy stews and that kind of thing. There's 2 ranges essentially, the Finca El Carril and the Corazon Loco, the Crazy Heart range, and there's little nods to Iniesta as we go along. This one in particular is named after his daughter. In contrast to a lot of the other wines that we have in our other bodegas around Spain, this is a Chardonnay base. It's also got a bit of Macabeo as well. So the Chardonnay is quite typical flavour Chardonnay. It means it's quite a yellowy colour, reasonably thick in texture, but it's got Macabeo as well, which gives it a real crispness. So actually you don't get the kind of heavy stickiness that you might get with a Chardonnay, and you actually find a lot of people who dislike Chardonnay do actually quite like this because the Macabeo gives it a nice kind of summery flavour. Really good with rice, as I say, paella, but it'll stand up very well indeed against very thick cheeses, but also meats, chickens, and also red meats it doesn't do too badly with. Through that range, the El Carril range, there are some basic reds, and there are also some really strong, beautiful blends. Pinot Noir, Petit Verdot, Syrah, all blended together. In particular, the Hechicero wine, which is the very top quality, which is the name for wizard. Again, another nod to Iniesta as the wizard. That is a very flavoursome, really full-bodied, exceptional wine that goes very well with heavy meats, stews, Stilton, strong cheeses, Manchego. It's great stuff. On the other side, we've got the Corazon Loco. That tends to be a bit lighter. There's more kind of house wines. This one in particular here is actually a dessert wine. I'll come on to that in a second. The rest of the range, we've got a very light red, which is Tempranillo based, but actually much lighter than anything you get from Rioja. And that goes through to, again, some quite complex blends. The Corazon Loco Selección is one of the top in the range, and that's got some really nice kind of spicy notes. It's great for eating with heavy steaks, that kind of thing. Then we've got this, which is the semi-sweet dessert wine. It's not anywhere near as sweet as a lot of other wines. It's Moscatel based, so like with a lot of other Moscatels in Spain, it goes with most desserts and cheese as well, and it's something that people find a lot more palatable than a lot of the much sweeter wines that you get from other countries. And because of that, you can normally have it around the whole family, and the whole family can enjoy it. As I say, these two wines and these two ranges that are done by Iniesta are very broad, and you can get almost anything you want. You can sit out on the balcony and have a light white, or you can have a good steak dinner with a really heavy red. And together they just make a great complement, and it's all, you know, as unique as you can possibly get. And if there's any footballers out there, they will definitely like this range. And of course you've got the heart here, which goes great at any kind of occasion, like a wedding or a hen do or an engagement party. It's a great centerpiece. So if you want to have a look at more of the wines, if you go to LTI's website, wyboozeonline.co.uk, have a look at the selection that's there.